Can you guys hear me all right?
Can you guys hear me all right?
Wait a little bit and get a few people on here. Star and I decided to go sleep at the shelter tonight, didn't we? What's going on, everybody? What's the matter? Ain't you feeling good? You feeling okay? How y'all doing tonight? I see we've got several on here already. For some reason, I don't think I'm on the live chat. Let me get on the live chat. I am on the wrong one. Just a minute, you guys. Bear with me. I think I'm on the right chat now. Okay, I got a question here. Corey, it's HAS. What do you find most challenging in your life right now? Corey, the most thing I find challenging right now is accepting my age. My age, I don't feel as old as I am, and I did a video the other day, and I don't know whether you subscribe to my channel or not, but I just sat there wondering where the years has went. It just seemed like I was just 18, and where did the last 50 years go? Almost 50 years go. That's what I find challenging right now, being able to accept my age, because I'm not done. I am not done for sure. Star and I's crashing out the Bushcraft Shelter tonight, and in a little bit I'll bring you guys over and show you the inside of our I built a semi modified A-frame. We got 25 on here and we got 2 likes, so if you guys remember to go up there and hit that like button, well, maybe we'll get this shared out a little further. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Oh, Cash 129, what's it like to have a like? I have 0 on my videos. Oh, well, I'm sure that people like your videos. I'm sure that you get some likes. Sometimes when I'm watching people, I always forget to go up and hit that like button until they remind me to go up and hit it. Boy, you're just taking all the camera tonight, aren't you, Star? Adventures with Ken, thanks for stopping by. I seen Ozark's Great Adventures was here earlier, and they had left a message, I believe. Maybe not. That's when I was on the wrong live. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and hit me up. I'll answer them the best I can. I've got a long fire going tonight, and I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. Hello from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Hi, Tim. Welcome. Welcome to nomadic camping. Ozarks is live right now too. Oh, I thought he did his on Friday night. Oh well, it's okay. I'm going to try. We got the solar or lunar eclipse tonight. They calling it a blood moon. I have my, thanks Tim. I have my GoPro set for night lapse, and I'm going to, it's supposed to start about 2:30 and be a full eclipse at 2:42, and then it will be a hazy blood moon after that. So I've got my alarm set to wake me up at about 2:15, and then I'm going to go out and start my time lapse on the GoPro. Hey, Cash 129, thank you. Hi there, shelter looks awesome. Thanks, JM. If you see that tree behind me to the left, it's not a tree anymore, but it used to be. And you can see it leans towards my shelter. So I came up here the other day and took it down. I was pretty uncomfortable. Did you guys see something flashing behind me, behind the shelter? It's stopped now, but there was something flashing back there in the woods. I had salmon tonight. Salmon and potatoes. I've been cooking a lot of red meat on my videos, and people's, well, S-Cash, sure you can meet me if you ever come to Ohio. I live in Ohio. I don't know whether I'm going to have a meetup this year or not, but I may plan a meetup next year. I have a meetup in Michigan I want to go to later on this summer. Cool. You live in Ohio. Hello, Kimberly. Glenn Campbell, OH, cool. I like that name, Glenn Campbell. Can you sing as good as he does? Hey, Mountain Wanderer, tie-dye, welcome. Thanks for the compliment on the shelter. Down there in Mississippi. Star can't decide if she wants to stay in there on her bed or come out and be with me. She's not crazy about this shelter. She likes to be in a tent that's closed in. If you look, well, you can't see it, but right over there at the base of that tree is a clear tarp. When I go to bed tonight, I'm going to take that clear tarp and I'm going to fasten it to this right here. Welcome, y'all. I like that name, Glenn Campbell. Cool. Mountain Wanderer tie-dye, I seen your post the other day about getting to spend some time in your cabin. I'm glad you got to spend some time. I'm in Scotland and off to sleep. It must be a later hour over there. It is 8:54 p.m. here, JM. Well, I don't know how many donations do you get. I'm not out for donations. Miracle of adoption. Yeah, I am adopted. Believe it or not, I was adopted when I was 6 months old. Oh, it's 1 a.m. in Scotland? Cool. Don't forget, tonight is the blood moon, the total lunar eclipse. Y'all want to see my fire? Let me get over here and I'll show you my fire. I have a nice warm fire going. That is a long fire. Actually, long fires are easier because you don't have to cut your wood so small. About 4-foot pieces. I got walnut in there and I got locust. So it's going to burn a long, long time, and I got a bunch more locust to put on it. What would I say to the whole wide world? Well, S-Cash 129, I would say to the whole wide world, you have to take everything one day at a time. I was asked what the most challenging thing I was facing right now, and I think the most challenging thing I'm facing right now is facing my age and wondering where time went. You have a question? Well, go ahead. Yeah, we got 8 on here watching. That's not too bad. We're keeping a little crowd. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Outdoors with Dan in the house. You can see where Star's at, Dan. She's in there in her favorite spot on her sleeping bag. It's supposed to get down to 43 here tonight, and I will show you guys inside the shelter here in a little bit. I have a cot with a heavy-duty wool blanket, and I'm going to wear my winter coat tonight to sleep. Star has a 20-degree sleeping bag under her, a sleeping pad to insulate her from the ground, and she has a wool blanket. So we're pretty good. I'll probably get to meet Den when I go to the meetup in Michigan this year. $_cash_129. Message retracted. Thanks, Mark. I'm up here at the Bushcraft Shelter. I put this shelter up several weeks ago, and that tree behind me to my left, which is no longer a tree, was leaning right towards it. And I took it down. Wasn't very comfortable with it. I moved the shelter once and I put it back, and then I noticed that and I said, I'm not moving it again. Well, I'm going to get some video of the blood moon tonight. It's going to be about 2:40 a.m. I just noticed an ember come out here and lit a leaf on fire. Well, I named her Star because she's the star of the show. She's the star of the YouTube channel. You guys haven't seen this is a bushcraft hammer I'm making. I worked on it one evening last week. It's got a flat end right there where I'm hitting my knee with it. And I'm making it to baton with. But then I got to notice, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'll come over here closer to the camera. Where is the camera? There is it almost looks like a whale. I told my wife, I said, that kind of looks like a whale if you think about it. It's got an eye right there, and but you can see it's got a flat bottom that I made to baton with. Oh well, I've been working on it, and it's hardwood. It's hardwood, so it's going to be a good hammer. I didn't have time to work on it tonight. I may work on it a little bit later. What's up, y'all? We got 15 now. Or tortoise head, yeah. You guys couldn't see it really good because of the lighting. Once I got past them lights, you couldn't see it very good. Hey, Ryan on the run. What's up? I believe Ryan's out of Canada. Our Canadian friends. Canadians are still my friends. I just got back into woodworking, built myself a nice outdoor workbench. Cool, Mark. I like working with wood. I'm going to get into a lot more carving. This is really hardwood here. I had to use my hatchet on this, but I'm going to get some softwood, maybe some balsa or something, some pine, and get into some little bit of carving, I think. I make the homemade coasters and I burn them for channel members. And I did get my first channel member the other day, and thank you. I sure appreciate it. Money sign underscore cash underscore 129. I'm a YouTube or two. How is it to do lives? Well, I don't know. I was pretty uncomfortable for doing my first live because I didn't know what I was going to talk about. But basically, you guys, this gives you a platform to meet other YouTubers, gives you a platform to meet other people. I kind of wish that when people do lives, that like Mark, you could get on, show us your woodworking bench that you built. You only have 24 subscribers? Well, keep at it. For the longest time, I only had 79, and then I just started another channel called Van Life in a Box. And I think I've got 94 subscribers on that channel. Nathan Summerall's got 8 subscribers. Keep at it. Keep at it. You'll grow. Keep putting videos out, and you're going to grow. Well, I did see Stan, is it Strad? S-T-R-A-D Zarovich? Strad Zarovich. I did see something flashing behind me a while ago. It looked like a light was flashing, but I don't know. I do have my tarp guide out to that tree over there. Maybe that was leaving a reflection. Keep at it, Nate. Killer clowns, they don't bother me. I am a lot more worried about people than I am animals. That moon is really bright tonight. Guess you could call it a hunter's moon too. I've got about 2 straight miles of woods straight behind me. No bear in this area. No black bear, no brown bear. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does that. They seem to limit views on a lot of channels. If you broke into YouTube years and years ago when there was just very few channels, You've probably got a good channel today with a lot of subscribers. You probably get a lot of views, but there's such a glut of channels today. It's really hard to break in. And you've got to get advertisers to buy on your videos, because YouTube won't share it out unless you get the advertisers that wants it shared out. There's only so much money to go around. Right, Dan. I just told everybody I'm going to get up. I've got my alarm set for 2:15, and it's supposed to be total lunar eclipse here at 2:42, and I'm going to try to get a night lapse of it. I'm using I have two phones, Mountain Wonder tie-dye. I have my Samsung doing the live, and this is my visible phone. I have that one on T-Mobile, and this one is on visible. This is this is just a cheap phone. I just keep this on me so I can see any questions that might pop up. Yeah, there's a lot of AI out there. A lot of AI. It's terrible. I watch YouTube so I wonder if I can turn that camera a little bit so you all can see the fire. Just a minute. And I realize on these vertical streams, if you're trying to watch it on TV, it doesn't look very good. But a horizontal stream, if you've got a horizontal stream and you don't have 100,000 subscribers, you're not going to get very many to watch. YouTube will shoot these vertical streams out like they do shorts to a larger audience. We have a storm coming here. I believe it's supposed to come in Saturday. It's supposed to be very, very nice here tomorrow in Ohio. I think around 77, maybe 80. It's supposed to get down to 43 tonight and start warming up almost immediately tomorrow. By the time I get up, it's supposed to be in the 50s. Yeah, does anybody know what's going on with Amazon? Do you all order from Amazon? I've had 2 out of my last 3 orders. 2.5 weeks ago, I had an order coming that said my order is out for delivery. And I got a notification that it was being delivered by Amazon, and they were 10 stops away. Thanks, Nate. Nathan Sumrall. Thanks for subbing. And they were 10 stops away, and then it doesn't come. And I get up the next day and I've got a notification. We are very sorry, but your delivery has been delayed. After they told me it was out for delivery. It will now be here by March 12th. March 8th. So March 8th came and it didn't come. Of course, they say, we're very sorry, you can cancel the order. So I canceled it. So then another order I made, I got the same thing, a notification. Your order is out for delivery. And it never came. And then I got the same thing. Welcome to cancel the order. So I canceled the order. But that was 2 out of my last 3 orders. Mountain Wonder tie-dye, I need to try another live. I did one just to see how it worked, but not much content to it. Thought about romping through the woods maybe. I usually do these as a nighttime hike in the woods, but I decided tonight just to sit here at camp and do the live. That fire feels so good. It's still about probably, I would say 50 here. When I get up and go away from the fire though, it feels chilly. I've got such good coals now that it's going to be hard to put this fire out if I try. Herbert T. Outdoors, evening folks, thank you. Y'all go over and check him out. Herbert T. Outdoors. Sounds like he's got a channel. I'm going to grab my other chair, y'all. Need my chair with the back. My back's getting a little tired setting up on this stool. Y'all can see Star in there, what she's doing. That's her normal. Got a little bit chilly getting over there and get that stool. Hey, Den, I am really not following you. Hey, Herbert. Nathan Summerall. I saw Bohemian Rhapsody and will soon take it over the world. Well, this root beer tastes good tonight. Love me some root beer. So where y'all from? I know, thanks Herbert T. I know that Mountain Wonder Tie-Dye is from Mississippi. Den is from Michigan. Cash 129 is from America. Mark's in Miami. Cool. Nathan Summerall, you're in Mississippi too. Cool. Do you know Mountain Wonder Tie-Dye? Herbert T, excuse me. Herbert T is in Central Illinois. Did you all have nice weather today? We had beautiful weather here. I tricked the weatherman. I used to work Monday through Friday and have the weekends off, and it always rained. So I switched to working every weekend, and I have Monday through Friday off, so I get to enjoy some nice weather. Oh, it's so peaceful out here tonight. There's a train. I think I'm going to have to feed the fire. Stand by. I'm going to feed the fire. There we go. Something is behind you. Something is going to eat you. Wow. I am behind on the chat. We've had some pretty days here, but about to get stormed. Yeah, we're supposed to get in some areas up to 1.5 to 2 inches of rain tomorrow, or Saturday, not tomorrow. We're going to get one more day. Nathan Sumrall, play some music. If the ocean was whiskey and I was a duck, I'd dive to the bottom and I'd never come up, never come up. How's that? If I start singing, I know I'm going to lose y'all. Rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I think I will die. I learned them songs when I was a young man. Well, that got me a heart. Thank you. Oh, that fire feels good now. Thank you, Mark. I don't sing much anymore. I've sang my whole life, but I pretty much don't sing a whole lot anymore. Just in the shower. I did see some flashing lights behind me back there in the woods. So you might be right there, Cash. Yeah, I like singing. I love singing. Singing is relaxing to me. It's healing. Even if a person can't sing very good, when they sing, it's relaxing. Do you have a VR? Guess I'm not understanding, Cash 129, what a VR is. Well, Mountain Wonder Tie-Dye, when you do your next live, notify us. I'll watch you and you can sing a little bit on there for us. I noticed I lost a lot of people watching off of here when I was singing. They think y'all's crazy. Man, I love that crackling fire. That's going to burn all night. I was going to try to do this about 3 weeks ago, but the wood up here was just way too wet. I had to wait for it to dry out a little bit. This is my little section of woods. I've got about 2 acres with about 1/4 acre of it woods. But if you look straight behind me, it's about 2 miles of woods. It's all owned by a company that's got a big tower back here, a big Verizon tower. A VR is like a gaming thing. Oh, virtual reality. Okay, I'm with you now. I am making a video tonight that will be released probably next week. This is my regular camping video. I just doing a live. None of this live will be in it. This is an old woods that I'm in. We had a terrible storm about 2.5 years ago and destroyed a fourth of it. We had a lot of rain throughout the winter, and the ground was saturated. And then we had either straight line winds or a light tornado, and it just completely uprooted about 6 trees right in this area I'm sitting in. My granddaughter has a VR. I started this live about 8:45, and I'm going to stay on here till about 9:45 and call it a night. I do want to show you guys, if I can, I want to show you guys the inside of the shelter. I've got I just lost one. I want to show you the inside of the shelter. That's Star's bed over there. I got a ground sheet. And back there, that silver is an emergency blanket. And there's mine. I have a 6-inch cot with my wool blanket. And I'm going to sleep in my winter coat tonight with that blanket. It should be plenty. And Star has her wool blanket, but she won't cover up, I don't think. I cover her up, and sometimes she stays covered up, and sometimes she doesn't. But there's the inside of the shelter. I built it. I have a log back there that I raised it. I raised it in the back, and I put rocks around it because it's open back there. And I raised it so I would have more headroom inside of the shelter. And it really worked. I mean, it gives us a lot of headroom in here. And then I just put that little piece of paracord around there so I can hang a light from it. But I've got my 4-inch Hikinger on my cot tonight. And I've got my fresh socks to put on when I go to bed. And I didn't have a big enough ground sheet to cover up over there. This has been up well over a month. And it has stayed dry in here. This tarp does have a few small pinholes I've noticed. But I just made an A-frame out of it. Out of some downed trees. And we've probably got a good 10 feet across there. And I would say a good 10 feet back there, all the way back. So Yeah, that's what she looks like inside. You got a lot of downed trees in Michigan? Yeah. This message was held for review. Let me see if I can view message. I can't read it. It's some other language. Potentially inappropriate. Okay. We don't like inappropriate messages. See if I can get this hung back up. Look at that fire. Isn't that nice? Nice coals. See if I can get you hung back up without shutting my phone down. There we go. "210 Outdoors" in the house. Hello, everyone. Hello, 210. You know what I thought about doing, Mountain Wanderer? Was going around the outside. I just found a treat in my pocket. Let me see if Star, you want your treat? You want this treat? Huh? There you go. I thought about going around the outside of it with like flea and tick killer and spraying around the outside edges. Another message held for review. It's in a different language. Another moderator just handled this. Okay, cool. We'll stay on here about another 15 minutes. See if anybody else pops in. Good to see you, 210. Enjoyed your last video. Enjoyed your live with Tony. I didn't ask any questions. Always enjoy Tony. I have thought about getting into stealth camping, but to do real stealth camping, a lot of times it has to be illegal, and I just won't do it. I will watch people that does, but I think they're taking a chance. I guess that's no different than hopping trains, huh? I like to watch Hobo Shoestring. He hops trains, or he used to before he passed away. One time I did a stealth camp, a true stealth camp. I was in an area I wasn't supposed to be in, and my Jeep, and I just locked everything up, and I laid there and I did not get any sleep. I just kept waiting for that knock. There was even signs there that told me I could not camp there. And I just kept waiting, but I guess the sheriff's department or whoever just didn't come through that night. So getting a lot of messages held for review. It's hard to believe that people would just come hang out with me. Do you know Friday Night Funkin'? No, I don't know that song. I went through and cleaned a lot of my subscriptions out the other night. People that I they subbed to me, so I subbed back to be kind, and I wasn't really interested in their type of content. I'm interested in camping and RVs and traveling and hiking, and so I just went through and I cleaned my subscription list out the other night because I wasn't getting recommendations for camping videos anymore. I was getting recommendations for stuff that I wasn't even interested in. So I got on there and I said, should we have a lot of subs? And it said no, because that it clutters up our recommended content. I still sub to all my Michigan and my Missouri peoples. And I sub to Mountain Wanderer. Can you guys hear that piece? I saw a video, guy, it was a survival video, and he built a shelter like I've got here, and he put a long fire in front of the shelter. It was a lot closer than the one I've got. It was probably about where my feet are. And he hung a clear tarp over it. You can't get, is it PVC, like a shower curtain? You can't use that stuff because when that stuff gets cold, it cracks. You have to have the type of tarp that I have over by that tree. And then he put the clear tarp over top of the front, and it has to be clear because the clear tarp will let the heat come through to warm the shelter. And he said it was about 70 degrees in that shelter all night long. So that's originally why I got the clear tarp, so I could do that test, but I never got to get it done. What time is a good time to do lives? I know, is there a good time? Because I know out west, it's 9:30 here, but out west is what, 6:30? Is Arizona 3 hours behind us and California 4? Or no, Arizona's 2 and California's 3, I think. Am I right or wrong from the East Coast time? Does anybody know? Because I know if you're watching a football game, it's 4 o'clock game, it's 1 o'clock on the West Coast, I believe. I wish they'd do away with daylight savings time. Bye forever. We'll see you, Cash. Thanks for stopping by. I think you'll be back. It won't be forever. Thanks, Dan. I think it is a 3 hour difference. I think Arizona's 2. So Arizona, it's about 7:30. I didn't want to do a live during people's dinner time, so I stayed away from like 5, 6 o'clock, and I didn't start this until 8:45. So I was hoping everybody would have their dinner done. Why is it bye forever, Cash? Did you get mad? Got about 8 minutes left, and I'm going to say bye tonight. It won't be forever, though. I'm going to get in there with Star. Chill out for a while. Maybe watch a movie. What kind of movies y'all like? I like Bigfoot movies while I'm camping. Mississippi's an hour behind us? Okay. I love Mississippi. We drove through Mississippi. We stayed 4 days at Pass Christian, right there on 10. They had a little park that we camped out in for 4 days. And we went to the beach about every day. It was November, but it was still nice. Still nice every day down there. 70s. And that's the first time that I'd ever spent any time in Mississippi. Went down through Alabama, Tennessee, into Mississippi. We was at Brett Favre's hometown, Kiln, Mississippi. Yeah, we aren't too much beach people anymore either. I do want to get to Florida again one more time before I die. I loved Cocoa Beach. White sands, huge waves. I want to get to the UP of Michigan. There's a lot on my bucket list. I want to go to Slab City in California, see Salvation Mountain. Colorado, we want to see Colorado too. I think the next time we take a trip, we are going to go start off with Colorado, jump into Utah, and then back down into Nevada and Arizona. I think when I go to Michigan for the meetup this summer, I may just make a week out of it and go on up to the UP and check it out, stay a night up there, and then just come back down. I might go to the UP a couple days before the meetup and then come back down to the meetup. It seems like when you have them meetups, you always have bad weather. I'm just glad we don't have rattlesnakes around here. I'd have to have a tent with the floor on it if I had rattlesnakes. We do have copperheads, but they're mostly in the rocks area. Got a brand new coffee pot for this camp out, and I already burnt the handle. That's why I didn't buy a nice one, because I knew I was going to burn something on it. Do you know when that meetup's supposed to be, Dan? Is it going to be in the fall? If I could get a weekend off, that would give me 12 straight days off. Just having one weekend off. Oh, you have rattlesnakes in Mississippi. When we was in Alabama, I seen a bunch of giant anthills in Alabama. I know that. Yeah, Shalisa Shell's the Fatwood Queen meetup. Is that in the fall? First weekend in September? Okay. Only going to stay on here a few more minutes. You all probably want to hunker down too. I'm going to go lay on the rack in there. I'm going to put another log on the fire and go lay on the rack and watch a movie. It's probably going to be a long night because I want to get up and get some shots of that moon. Every time I say I'm going to get off of here, I get new people on. Oh, is he? I don't know whether my camper will be ready by then. I may just bring a tent if I come to that one. See, I have to work every weekend now, so I'm backwards from everybody else. I'm off Monday through Friday, and I'm sure it's going to be on a weekend. So I may have to miss that one. I'm not sure. I don't even know whether I'll still be working in the fall. My goal is we're thinking about selling everything again and just traveling. And my goal is to not be working this fall. Oh, during the week. Okay, that'd be cool. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I could probably come for Wednesday and Thursday. Have to come home, recuperate Friday, get ready to go back to work Saturday. I have to be to work at 4:45 in the morning. So I have to get up about 3:15. Can you guys hear that fire crackling? Let's see if I can put the microphone over there. I love the sound of a crackling fire. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday would be nice. I've been working on the cargo conversion. A little bit here and there. I moved the bed around again. I didn't like, I made the bed vertical, and I didn't like it because it seemed like there was so much less room in there. So I put the bed across the back again, and now I have, all except for the back area, I put a 30-inch mattress in it, and all except for the back area, it's wide open. So it seems so much bigger now. Well, I got 7 on here, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm getting really tired, y'all. So I'm going to go in there and lay on the rack for a while and watch a movie and set my alarm. And if I doze off, I'm going to get up at 2:15 so I can get some footage of that blood moon. They call it a blood moon. Thanks for coming by, you guys. I'm so blessed to have so many people that comes to these lives and watches my videos and subscribes. It just humbles me. So we'll see you next time around. Be looking for this video that I'm making tonight. It'll probably be out next Thursday. I tried a Wednesday release this week. It didn't do very good. Thursdays seem to be better, but it may take off tomorrow, but I don't know. We'll see you next time around. Nomadic Camping, Endless Weekends. We love you all. Remember to love others the best you can, and we'll see you. Bye-bye.